I talk in parables like Christ, right? God's beautiful people. Listen to this very, very closely. Because you did not walk 100% like the messenger, Yahshua, Emmanuel, Abrahi, Behemo, Yaqub, Yahudi, better known as Yahweh Shai, and most famous name of all, Jesus Christ. Because you did not divinely follow every path of Christ, you're going to find yourself in a situation you cannot run from. And I mean that very bluntly. Because you did not read every page in the Bible, did not understand the backdrop, the environment, the situation of Christ, you're going to be in a bad situation. You're going to recognize that situation when it's knocking at your door. You're going to recognize the situation when you're off in the corner and there's no other place to run. Because if you just knew the whole purpose, I'm going to give you a hint. The environment that Christ and all the saints was in, if you took your time out and didn't put your pleasure and your jubilee and your grace into a man who have a heart and lungs and a pulse just like you, if you took your time out and read for yourself, you would never go into that situation. If you took every instruction and went by it, yes, I admit, a lot of us are not perfect. None of us are perfect. But the soul is willing, and I'm telling you, if you taking these times now, which is some sad days, just go through every page and go through the instructions of Christ. Walk like Christ alone. Walk like Christ. That's another hint. Walk like John the Baptist. Never mind what happened. You're not even going to get to that page. Because when you walk like his cousin Christ, because the sacrifice was already done. The lamb was slaughtered. One more time. If you follow every instruction of Christ, you will see the natural beauty of who you are, no matter what race you are, baby. Hear me, sister? Hear me, brother? You're going to see your transformation. And then you will know where you belong on this planet because you followed Christ, the Nazarene from Nazareth. You read the Psalms. You read the Corinthians. You read the numbers, the instructions. You read them. You took your time out to every page because this world is so full of distractions. And yes, we have to work 9 to 5s. Yes, we have to do this chore. Yes, we have to run this errand. But if you take your time out, yep, know what that means. You know what that means. hitting the nail on the head. And every time I do that, there's always an interruption. But if you take your time out, children of love, light, loyalty, liberty, children of the Most High, you will know actually where you belong at, man. Do not be deceived. Remember where Christ was when he was doing his ministry. Remember these things. Remember where all the prophets and the saints were when they did these things. Remember who was the people against them. Remember these stories now. Remember who was against them. Remember what they said to Christ. Remember what they said to Noah. Remember. And please absorb the stories, because you're walking in the path of Christ. You will be very surprised where you really truly belong. If you only knew, because the traps are set up for God's people right now. And for a trap to be set, it has to be done by a man's hand. So trust not in man,